Me and my friend Liam at JFK Airport. Hey, what is up, guys? This is Rich in the voiceover. Sorry this video took a long time to make, but as you can tell from the duration, this is quite a long video. It's going to be about 30-35 minutes or so. Just wanted to give you guys a whole documentation of my experience in Turkey getting a hair transplant over at Cosmedica Clinic. You're going to be hearing me a couple of times throughout the videos in the voiceover just so I can give you my comments, but so far you guys can sit back and relax and just enjoy me getting into Turkey, getting to the hotel, and then going to the clinic. Alright, so for all you guys that are gonna go get a procedure, when you first arrive into the airport and after you get all your baggage and everything, after passport, you're gonna enter through those doors right there where the people are exiting from. You're gonna make a right, walk past that Burger King, and you're gonna find an agency called Fadan, which is right there.
Let's go.
Listen up. Alright, so let me show you guys the hotel room. So there is two of us. Okay, so the itinerary for Turkey would total about 4 days. We would leave very late at night on Wednesday and we would return late evening on Sunday. So our first day in Turkey, we would land on Thursday, late afternoon. So we would just have the whole evening to just relax, look around, get some food. Second day, we would have our actual procedure, go back to the hotel, and then for the third day, we would get our 1 day post-op check and get our bandages removed and everything like that, make sure everything is in order, and then we would have the whole day to explore Istanbul. The final day would be a hair wash, and then once again make sure everything is still going according to plan, get our COVID swabs, and we would be on our way back and land back in New York. Currently late evening. 7 a.m. here in Istanbul, Turkey. Today is Friday, July 16th. Here I am with my button-down shirt. It's the day of the procedure. 7 a.m. So we are gonna go and we are going to get some breakfast, quick bite to eat, and then we are going to shuttle over to the clinic. Just one last hair check before I go. Reason why you wear the button-down shirt is so that you don't have to slide the shirt past your head when everything's transplanted and knock some grafts loose. So instead you just button it off and take it out. So I just got my donor zone checked out and IV dropped into me, as well as some blood tests and everything else for PRP.
It's been stable for the past 2 years, a year and a half. Then you start to feel what brain start to come. What was that? Brain start to get when they start higher. Like 20 when I started. noticing it a little bit.
So do you take any kind of medication to do it, like Itinerary or Consultation?
Yeah, Propecia, every other day.
Do you take also minoxidil weekly?
I used to. I stopped about 10 months ago.
10 months ago. Okay, Richard, at first I want to check the donor area, okay? This reading you have to be more careful. Because after you stop it, it can stimulate the pores.
Right.
If you start, you don't see it so much.
I actually used a topical finasteride with a mixture of the minoxidil.
Oh, okay.
And then I switched off of the minoxidil and off the topical finasteride, and then I did oral finasteride.
Okay, so at first I want to ask you about what kind of hairline do you expect? Can you just show me, do you feel like the level? What kind of hairline do you
The middle or the
altogether, size in general, that's right.
like right here,
Okay.
goes up, and then here, yeah, and then I don't know if you can tell. So with the minoxidil and everything, it actually drew back the corners, but then
Yes.
it went away. Those corners, you can sort of see the corners.
Let me check what so I will design a line. This is not.
Not right now.
Just put some few hairs here. Don't leave it. Also, obviously, but the main part is it looks like small, not the shape. Take this one.
So one of the things that impressed me the most was Cosmedica Clinic's efficiency at which it handled its patients. From the moment I stepped through the door, there was always someone there guiding me as to which step was taken next. There were multiple things that needed to be done before the surgery was to take place. I had to get my donor zone drawn, I had to get my head shaven, I had to get an IV dropped into me, blood drawn. I had to take care of payments. I had to do my consultation with Dr. Acar, and then I had to get my progress photos taken as well. The consultation with Dr. Acar was about 30 minutes. He was able to answer all of the questions that I had. Everything about the clinic was just so professional as well. And I want you guys to just see all the steps that were taken. I recorded pretty much everything except for the actual operating room procedure. The technician did not allow a recorder to come in and take videos, so unfortunately I was not able to get that, but you guys are going to be able to see what it looks like in the operating room later on in the video. Alright, so it is break time. I'm kind of groggy right now, so I think I started my procedure around 8:30, maybe 8:45. Just finished harvesting all the grafts and doing all the slits into my hairline. I think all that's left is to put the grafts back into place in the proper hairline over here. But for now, they've given us a lunch break. So I'm gonna dig in. So here is my operating room. You can see my photos there. They're separating all of my grafts with a microscope. Just finished our procedure. Got my head bandaged. I'm gonna go head back to the hotel, and then tomorrow gonna go to the clinic again so they can take the bandage and rinse it off.
Yeah, once again. 8 hours.
I have a bottle of normal saline spray. Gotta be spraying the areas every 2 hours. All right, so I think I have the best light in the bathroom. So there is a whole hairline. Right there. You can see that Dr. Acar tried to do irregularities in the hairline to make it look as natural as possible. There is the back of the head. So far, there is no excess drainage or anything like that. The dressings are dry and intact. All right, so in the Cosmedica bag that they gave the day of the procedure, out everything here. So you have your Cosmedica pillow, which you're going to be using to try and sleep upright as best as you can. It's my mask. It's a little mini guide, just a little pamphlet as what's going to go on at the surgery. You have a bunch of medications here. Some of these are some prednisone, or Prednol for the corticosteroid, which is anti-inflammatory. You have your Parol, which is basically Tylenol, it's your painkiller. You have your Coraspin, which is aspirin. Your Tetracycline, which is an antibiotic. And you are also going to get an Omeprazole. Basically omeprazole. It's to help alleviate any gastric symptoms as well. There's also another instruction sheet here regarding your aftercare. Okay. And once again, it just lists all of the medications, everything that they give you here, how to wash your hair. There's your normal saline bottle as well. Post-hair transplant, what to do, what not to do. Okay, and some FAQs as well. And then I'm also going to be getting a bunch of extra things, which I assume I'll be getting the next day when I revisit the clinic to get my dressings changed and everything like that. All right, and this is how we are instructed to sleep. I have a couple pillows stacked behind me. Here's a third pillow wrapped in a plastic bag. I got my neck pillow from Cosmedica. And you have to sleep with your hands by your sides or on your chest for, I believe it's the next 7 days. So this is going to be a challenging one. So another segment of this video is going to be how the actual surgery went. So the most painful part and the part that I was most awake for was the anesthesia. So I opted to get that 70% needle-free anesthesia in combination with a regular anesthesia. So basically, it's kind of like a pricker with multiple mini needles, and it just, you know, it's loaded up into a gun, cocked back, and then they release the trigger and it shoots like very quickly, and it gives you some anesthesia. Now, that was kind of one of the worst parts of the surgery, just because you know, you're not anesthetized at all whatsoever, so you're feeling it the most. And I don't like people touching the back of my neck without me like seeing them in a mirror or anything like that, because I was, you know, face down on a table, so it kind of skeeved me out a little bit. But Yeah, so it's loaded up, it gets cocked back. The best feeling I can describe it to, it's like taking a marble, tying it to like a string that's like 3 foot long, bringing that marble all the way back, dropping it, and letting the marble hit you right in the head. And that happens about 40 times. So it's not a very pleasant feeling, but it's definitely tolerable. I'd say it's like a 6 or a 5.5 out of 10 in terms of pain. And once the needle-free aesthetic is done, then they do the regular anesthesia with regular needles. And by that time, the other anesthesia from the needle-free anesthesia was already kicking in, so I wasn't feeling it as much. And then they do little poke tests. They actually take something sharp. I'm not exactly sure what they were taking. It could have been a needle for all I know. And they just poke your skin just to see if you feel any pain. And sometimes I did, so then they, you know, put more anesthesia in. And then most of the time I didn't, so then they just moved on to the next area just to make sure that everything is numb. And then once that happened, they started extracting the follicular units, and then I knocked out until lunchtime. I did hear, I believe it was the jet lag that caused me to knock out, not the anesthesia itself, and the fact that I was lying in a operation table. But Dr. Acar did come in. He made the incisions, and then he went to go do other work. But yeah, he did do the incisions. He kind of made his presence known that he that he was there and that he was present for the procedure for a certain part of it, and then he was gone, which is totally fine. Completely understand. It's kind of how you have to work in medicine. Yeah, so I fell asleep through basically everything afterwards. I was completely asleep for the channel opening, the little incisions in my head. I was 95% asleep for the follicular unit extraction, which is them taking the hair out from the back of my head. Completely asleep for that, for 90% of it. And then I was completely asleep for them putting the follicular units back into the front of my hairline. So I was pretty much asleep. If it was an 8-hour surgery, I was asleep for about 6 hours, 45 minutes to about 7 hours of that surgery. And then I basically, you know, woke up looking like this. So that's pretty much it. It is a little swollen here at the top. I assume that's just going to come down and, you know, disperse through the rest of my face. But hopefully not. Hopefully it just goes away on its own. I'm not in any pain really, just some slight tightness on my head from the bandage and the swelling. But that is about it. All right, so it is now 11:50, close to midnight over at the hotel. This is me about, I'd say, 7 hours after the procedure. There's honestly not that much swelling. If you're a medical grade professional, you'd say this is about like a +1, bordering +2 swelling. Like if you put your thumb here, it doesn't make that much it doesn't even make an indentation, so it's definitely like a +1 or so. The dressing in the back is completely dry. So after the wash, I just got all of my 6-month supplies of like shampoos, multivitamins, biotin, some other cleaners for the first 7 days, a pill cutter, and actually some Propecia as well. So that is in this bag. My bandages were taken off. Very raw. A little mild stinging, and it's constant. So it kind of feels like my head is on fire right now. I'd rate it like a 4 out of 10 on the pain scale right now. It was good. Yeah, I slept more throughout my.
You sleep very deep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's because of.
I wake you up sometimes, but
Yeah.
usually you get about 2,000 grafts.
3,000.
Yeah. Okay. You get about 2,000 grafts. I try to remember as much as you can back. Yeah. So you have about 700 grafts to see.
Okay, so we just got back to the hotel room. They took the bandages off. They did everything. They rinsed it up a little bit, and then they checked out the site. There is the donor site. It's pretty raw, not gonna lie. Other than that, the group of guys that I was with, they were very, very friendly. We're actually all going to be meeting up in the next couple hours or so, and we're going to be touring Istanbul, spending the day, and getting some of the Turkish culture in.
Or you use the coffee?
Had to get the Turkish coffee and the baklava.
This is
Currently walking along the Hagia Sophia walkway right here.
I know that my father told me all this stuff. Okay. Oh, you can see the buildings.
So left side is Turkey. In Europe, where we are, you just swing over to the right over there. That is Turkey in Asia. Unbelievable. Turkey is one of the Eurasian countries that connects Europe to Asia. Whoa! Do we say something after that, or?
Opa! Wow. Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't think any.
Okay, gentlemen, today is July 18th. I am 2 days post-op. Here's a look at the hair. Definitely a lot of the swelling has, a lot of the anesthesia has come down from my head and is now causing some swelling in the forehead area. Just feels tight, feels like I have a headband around my head. It's really nothing to worry about, just, you know, just side effects of the surgery, and it is expected. It's not like it's a surprise or anything like that, but holy hell, look, it's pretty swollen right now. Yeah, for a second I actually thought, wow, is my head really that round? And then I realized, yeah, it's the swelling from the anesthesia coming down. I'm getting my hair washed up. We have the medical foam that's going to be sitting on the hair for about 30 minutes, and then we got the regular shampoo. Just finished with the first wash. Everything looks good. Now we are off to the airport. Also, there's definitely a lot more swelling around the temple areas as well. Once again, it should normally subside.
A safe trip. There is a 1.5 meter minimum safety limit in place and protective visors.
All right, guys, so we are back in New York. It is post-op day 3. Last night I was able to shampoo and clean the hair by myself. So that was my first time doing it. It felt pretty good. My hair felt clean. The scabs up here actually started like becoming a lot softer, and they became like transparent, and then, you know, after the wash they hardened up again. But I'm not really like picking at it or anything. I'm just going to let them fall off on its own until about day 7, where they said that we need to start massaging it. In terms of pain, not much anymore. It's more just like slight discomforts. The burning sensation isn't really there either. It's just really tight. You can see the swelling is just traveling down my face right now. So it's right here. Before it was like up here, I remember, but now it's here. And you can see some swelling over here. The donor zone, which looks like that, basically. I don't know if you guys can tell, but this is what the donor zone looks like. Definitely not as red as it was before, and that is a good sign. Just keeping up with the medications and everything like that and cleaning it. That is basically day 3. So today is day 4. Not too many changes. Everything is pretty much going as I expected. The swelling is going down. As you can see on my face, the right side was like all the way out to here yesterday. Totally crazy, but not much swelling anymore. Scabs and the redness up in the transplanted area the redness is starting to die down. Scabs are falling out slowly but surely. The transplanted area, that is what it looks like right now. Not painful at all. I can pretty much touch it and gently massage it if I wanted to. Okay, so today is day 5. As you can tell, the swelling is pretty much non-existent anymore. Maybe a little bit in the jawline area, but nothing else. There's the transplanted area. You can see that these scabs are basically just drying up, ready to flake off very soon. Still keeping up with the hair foam and the shampoo as well. And there is the donor zone right there. Donor zone is really flaking off right now. But that's pretty much it. Ready to go back to work tomorrow. Going to be wearing a surgical cap just to hide everything, which is pretty good. Okay, so it is officially my 8th wash, which means I will be starting to massage the scalp. Hopefully I can take off a decent amount of these scabs, but I basically gently have to massage this area right here with the shampoo that they supplied. Okay, so I just finished my shower, massaging the scalp. A lot of scabs from the top fell off, and this is basically what I am left with right now. It's actually kind of nice. It blends in with the surrounding hair, but I do know that this area is going to shed off, and then it'll regrow in a few months. But that is basically it for week 1. I will see you guys in the 1 month update.